I came in here just for a routine checkup, and as soon as I got past this frame, I could tell something wasn't right. Oh, it's so sad. Well, goodbye, Sun and Moon colony. So unfortunately, what I thought was a routine inspection just took a very bad turn. So I think the picture we're seeing here is a lot of robbing going on. Oh, there's even some wasps on there. We saw a big clump of bees on the side of the hive the other day, so perhaps they swarmed. For the sake of the bees, I hope that's the case. But I'll show you what the frames look like, and unfortunately it is not pretty. So the bad news is there was basically total comb collapse. But the good news is I just made these hives with my brother, so at least I have a place to move the frames to see if the queen is still there and if it's at all salvageable. So I came in here just for a routine checkup and started at the back. I took the divider board out, and they had 14 frames. They were working on the 11th, and as soon as I got past this frame, I could tell something wasn't right, and starting from there on, they are all collapsed. So I'm going to pull them out. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull them out for now and set them on the ground and get the new hive up here and start transferring them in after I cut off the comb that has collapsed, and see if I can spot the queen. Not very hopeful at this point though. So this one has some collapsed comb, but I'll be able to cut some of that off and put the rest back. I just got that email from Dr. Leo where he explains what to do when there's comb collapse, and he says to just get it cleaned out as quickly as possible to prevent robbing and the hive beetles. So I don't know when this took place, but there's part of it that collapsed. And then he said to put the collapsed comb in a separate container and close it. So I'm going to be doing that with the collapsed comb that I find. Here's the inside of the hive. Oh, it's so sad. So he recommends smoking the bees off and then putting the collapsed comb away. In the email, he also recommended not trying to salvage the comb and like prop it back up and tie it on. So this frame is okay. It slid down, I guess, but oh, there's even a bumblebee in here, gracious. Let me see if I can see the queen. Got things all transferred over, so what I'm going to do now is just look on the ground and look in the hive and look in the collapsed comb to see if I can spot the queen by some miracle. So I guess my plan, I was just talking to my daughter, we'll see if these bees can regain control of their hive and perhaps get them a new queen, or just let nature take its course and say goodbye to the Sun and Moon hive. Now I'm just going to do one more final search on the combs that didn't collapse to see if I happen to see the queen before I'm done for the day with this hive. So I'm going to take this frame out because it's pretty well intact, but I can see the beetle, the hive beetle larva and hive beetles in there, so it's going to have to be. No sign of the queen. So I guess the plus side of this maybe is that even though there's a lot of robbing going on, I have 4 other colonies. They may be the ones robbing it, so even though this colony may be done for, at least maybe they were strengthening other colonies that I have. Well, goodbye, Sun and Moon colony. The last thing here, they're still able to get into this tote that I put this collapsed comb in the frames. So I'm going to move everything to a swarm trap like Dr. Leo recommends so they can't get in. So definitely a big bummer having this happen to one of the hives. I wouldn't be surprised if that means it's happened to others, especially the bigger ones. Like I mentioned, there was a big clump of bees on the side a couple days ago, and I thought they were just bearding, but perhaps they were absconding because of the collapse, and so now it's just a free-for-all. So disappointing, and yet it happens. So honey harvest is definitely going to be impacted, and I may have lost a colony, but I'm continuing to learn and grow. So thanks for watching.